Okay guys, we're gonna try this again. That other shot didn't work so good on the chest, so I got on my head today. But anyway, as I was saying the other day, this particular strawberry row is gonna run this way. All my other rows are gonna run this way because, like I said, that's east, and that way over there is west. So the sun comes up and over, so tall plants won't get shaded, won't be shading my smaller plants, as long as I plant it that way, because the sun goes over them all equally that way. So I left a little bit of this to finish up because I noticed the other day you could pretty much just see my boots. So anyway, I stopped and looked at it, and I need to get this headwind set up. So basically I'm just back over here and trying to do this with a little bit better shot for y'all. And I noticed also you couldn't see me tying the string, you really couldn't see me putting down the post. So I'm just going to show you a little bit of actually the dirt being dug. Then I'm going to go back and show you kind of the post. This piece of grass is about dead anyway, but I'm going to get it out of here. Another weed. But anyway, like I said, you just go down. This is pretty much when it gets hard. That's why my tiller didn't go any deeper than that. And that's what we're going to leave. Everything else that's loose like this, we're going to take and put it, like I said, in a row. The middle gives us a place to walk while we, of course, tend in the garden. It also gives the water a place to drain when it rains, which we can get a good bit of rain around here. And that's not a piece of grass in there. Don't want that. Okay, so we're gonna stop about here because, like I said, there'll be another middle, and then I'm gonna add in I also figured out this thing takes about 11 minutes and 48 seconds, and I'm gonna have to figure out how to change that. I'm figuring that's something I can change in the settings, but it takes a video, and if it ends it automatically, if it goes that long, it'll 11 minutes and 48 seconds. So the ones I was doing yesterday and thought there was going to be one continuous actually happened to get made into a few extra ones. But anyway, hopefully y'all can see the shovel today, and I'm not going to worry about cleaning that out. What I am wanting to show y'all is actually the posts and stuff that I did the other day that I know y'all didn't really get to see very well. But so basically the concept is, once this middle is done right here, these two, I can undo this string, and this is going to be the row right here. There'll be another middle over here, and this middle will be between these two stakes, which gives me enough room to walk between the rows without having to walk in front of myself and trying to fall over. A lot of people can do that, but I can't do that no more. Anyway, so this will be this row, and the reason I'm making it a little bit smaller for the strawberries is they need a good rounded row for drainage. I'm gonna need to add some sand into this soil to help where each one of the plants is going to go also, and they're also going to get covered with plastic to keep weeds from getting in it, and that's runs on about 24 inches for the row to cover it, and a little bit extra to go into the middles. And then you just throw a little bit of dirt. You can use these little stakes like this little stake right here to pin it down if you wanted to, and I got a bunch of those. But basically what happens with the string is we take this string apart, we'll put it over here, we'll move this spike over to here, and we'll do the same concept, and then we'll split this part. The dirt on this side goes into that row, the dirt on this side would go to that row, and that's how we make the rows. That's how we get them a little bit taller. And then, like I said, you should be adding compost and a few other things to help it out. So, you know, that's just kind of part of it, to get it up a little bit higher if it ain't high enough. But I also talked about using the tiller, and I was actually going to go crank it up, run it a little bit real quick, so I didn't get that done yesterday. I'm just going to do it out there. And this is what I call the horror. A horror, I don't know exactly everything where the concept or the name came from, but I just know this one was called a drag horror. And on this particular drag, depending on which way you go, these spikes are laid down like they're laying down right now, which pretty much levels the ground pretty good. I can put this bar right here, and these hooks like here, you can see them. I got another set of those hooks like that, and when I pull it this way, you'll see the spikes stand up, and those spikes stand up and they'll actually drag. They make little divots. They actually will pull out grass a lot better. They'll grab all that grass and stuff a whole lot better when they're going that way. But like I said, I'm gonna go crank up the tiller real quick, and we'll do it. I'm gonna have to get that wheelbarrow or the wagon over there. It's a dump wagon actually. I'm gonna have to get it unloaded. Just gonna try to see if the seeds come up any better, if we can see anything better. It hadn't got the rain yet. It's supposed to rain today. We're supposed to get a lot more rain than we got, which I'm not complaining about, because that's the only reason I can till and work this dirt some. Otherwise I wouldn't be able to do most of what I'm going to be trying to do in this video. Just trying to see if there's a spot I can get out here. Like I said, see a couple of chickpeas, and I don't know how well this camera shows those up, but I still ain't seeing none that's really coming up yet. I have some on the other side, but I kind of showed them to y'all, I think, before. So let's see if we can get this thing to crank. It normally cranks pretty good. Let's see what we got. We'll turn it on. We'll put the choke on. We'll give it a little bit of gas. Got it in till, that's good. That keeps it from moving too much. Turn the choke off. A little bit more gas. Alright, we're going to put it in reverse. Bring it out of there. Sorry if I'm moving this camera a little too fast. It's not really on, I guess what they call action. Belt grabs a little bit. We're going to bring him over here and forward. Alright, we're going to put it in till. Well, like I said, this is a rear tine till. I know it's kind of noisy, probably louder than me, but it works really smooth, especially once it's been tilled once. You can see I just hold it with one hand. I got a front tine on the other side. You try doing this with it, it's all over the place. If this one hits a root, I have to grab it pretty good. But minus that, once you run it through about once, at least by the time you've gone through twice, it like I said, it does really good. I could go deeper, but right now I'm just, like I said, trying to turn up this soil where these plants are and just kind of kill them. This has already been turned, fertilized, and I'm just trying to, like I said, loosen it up again. There's a root right there. You can probably hear the change in the engine too. All right, turn it. Go back across. This hadn't been tilled as much over here. That's a fresh till. This over here has been tilled already. Like I said, I'm mostly just trying to kill these little plants that come up. So I'm just doing a kind of light till right now. But anyway, this is the tiller in action. Like I said, other than being a little bit on the slower side, it does a really good job. I could speed it up a little bit with the gas, but that lawnmower over there will make me run. That little push lawnmower that I use for cutting all this grass, that little four-wheel drive Husqvarna lawnmower, if you hold that one down, it'll make me have to walk a little bit faster. Catching a little bit of root and dirt. We'll make one more pass. I don't think we've been too long on this video yet. This little tiller's got a few little problems. It's got some bearings in the tines are a little loose and the tires are flat, but it works. So I got to get the tires broken loose still, so I can get them off and get them off of here, so I can bring them and get them tubes put in them. But one of them's a little bit loose. The other one is still really tight. I don't even have the pins in them to hold them in place. And they ain't slipping. One of them slipped. It's not lined up with a hole anymore. But for the most part, they so stuck on there, they don't have pins locking them in. They're just stuck in the rough. All right, we're gonna call that one good. I'm gonna let it stop right here, and I'll end the video. And again, like I said, sorry about the other day with that chest one, didn't work so good.